So these are 5-gallon buckets. This is one that does not have holes drilled at the bottom. This is one that does have holes drilled at the bottom. And there's also holes drilled on the side for airflow. And you also have the top that has holes drilled in as well. So setup, you would do the same thing for a tote. So this is where my worm farm is currently. There's holes in the pink one at the bottom, just like it was at the bottom of this. And there's also holes drilled, you can't see them, but around here. But it's inside the tote for airflow. And because my top is kind of loose, I did not drill holes in here. But you do want to, especially for like summer, for air circulation. So setup, you do it for both. Have the one that does not have holes at the bottom. You can put like dirt, newspaper, whatever in here. You don't want to put food in here because the worms will not be in here and it's gonna get gross. And you have the one that has holes, and put that on top. And then this is where you'll add your material, and then you put your top on. You can snap down. The one that I have is just loose. Yep. And you feed your worms. So once you add your layers and your worms and your food scraps and some more layers and newspaper and stuff, this is what it'll look like. I started in here, it got bigger, then we moved to here. I'm going to show you the inside of my worm farm. I just have a little cultivator to help. I fed them about a month ago, and this is what they look like. Again, mine's in tote in the kitchen. It doesn't have a smell or anything, so it's fine. Top comes off. Seeing if there's any worms. You can see the moisture, so that means they're watered really well, but there's no worms, so there's good. And there's no worms around the side that I see. Wet cardboard is starting to break down. That's great. I'm gonna take off the cardboard so you can see inside, but I do layer with cardboard to keep them moist. Ooh, it's really wet. And creating some good breaking down juices. Yeah, this was all dry about a few months ago. And as everything breaks down, it just gets better and better. See how the cardboard layer is peeling? Alright, so I'll just move as much as I can to just show you inside. It's getting really wet, so we're gonna move this, and this is cardboard layers. And then I have a newspaper layer. I also put dryer lint in here. And just put it back. And that's your worm farm. And there's egg cartons, some food. You can see there's one little worm. Hi, baby. There's two. There's some over there. Oh, they're growing. So lovely. All right, and then once you would dig a hole, put the food in, cover it back up with dirt, and then I would move the newspaper back. See, that's a compostable paper plate. And just move all this back. Helps to keep them nice and moisturized and warm. And then probably the next time I feed them, I might move this cardboard to my compost bin and give them fresh cardboard. I might just leave it in here. I might shred it. I don't know. They can all go to the worms, and it's doing very well. But I would add another general layer of like dried newspaper. So let's put these back. Just get gives them some moisture. Really easy. Just pour the liquid back. Really easy to set up and have a worm farm. I bought my bins off of Facebook Marketplace for like $5 a bin, and I also use some for container gardeners. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. I did type it up as an outline of things that you can have and add and use to build your worm farm. But let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to be sharing more gardening worm farm things on my TikTok at the Leaky Titty. So follow if you want. There's more updates about homesteading stuff that I'm doing as we transition from here to homestead. Yeah, so here I'm just showing you the size of the holes that I drilled in the lid. It would be the same for when you use your tote. And then I'm just showing you a little bit better of the holes that I drilled. The holes in the side, as you can see here, and in the bottom of the tote or the 5-gallon bucket, those holes need to be a little bit bigger than what you drill in the top. As you can see there, the holes at the bottom will help allow extra airflow and any liquids to drain out of the bucket so your worms aren't just sitting in moisture. And the bucket or the tote that does not have holes, you can put like cardboard or something. Do not put food because you don't want it to rot, because your worms won't be down there. You can also find me on TikTok at the Leaky Titty for any other videos. But let me know if you have any questions and how helpful this was. Thank you. Have a good one. Good luck on setting up your worm farm.